If you're new to the channel, you probably already seen various Call of Duty videos on here. And if you don't know, I love Call of Duty a lot. I really love it. I've been playing Call of Duty for the past 9 years. I am now 15 years old. Yes, I'm still young, but I got a lot of energy. That's why I'm trying to hit round 100 on every Black Ops 6 map right now, while I still have Xbox Unlimited Game Pass. But this ain't about me. This is about a YouTuber, a great YouTuber, a former world record holder of Call of Duty Zombies. He goes by the name Krups. If you don't know who this is, Krups is a former world record holder of Shinonuma. He's a world record holder of Nectar and Toten, Vera, and Darius, all on World at War. I started watching Krups around 2023. My first video from him was when he was talking about Ascension and on how it was the easiest map on Black Ops 1. His voice and the way he goes into detail with certain maps on these Call of Duty games caught my interest very quickly. Now, I'm a big fan of documentaries, but now when it comes to a documentary on a game that I love dearly, I'm going to be hooked. Since I was so interested into his channel, I started looking at his clips and streams. Then I stumbled upon a clip of him hitting around 10,000 on Shinonuma. Yes, 10,000. Not 100, not 500, not even 1,000. 10,000. Mind you, in Call of Duty World at War, it only has 24 zombies per round. Until Darius came. Then it's the more rounds you go, the more zombies they are. But we're not here to talk about Darius. We might do that in a whole nother video. I don't know. But to get back on topic, seeing that blew my mind. And I wanted to try it for myself. So my birthday was coming around. My birthday's on December 10th. And I asked one of my friends if they can buy me World at War as a birthday gift. Luckily, it happened. Then I started playing World at War. I grinded the game like crazy. I beat the campaign thinking, once I beat the campaign, I instantly get Shinonuma. That was not the case. I beat the game, I got nacked. And I was very, very disappointed because I'm seeing all these other maps that I can't even play. Turns out you have to buy them. I didn't know that. So, boom, I buy them, and now I'm playing Shinonuma. It's just on how I seen it in the streams, on how I seen Krups fly through the rounds as fast as possible and hit his former world record. Now I'm playing it. Just in a couple weeks, I hit round 100. With very little knowledge of the game and the mechanics, I hit round 100. And this is when I was about 13 years old. Maybe. I can't remember. I don't have any recordings of it because I didn't think it was important. But I started showing my friends like pictures, and I still have screenshots from past stories on Instagram about it. I first hit round 100, then 117, then 142, and then I was thinking maybe I could hit 200. Spoiler alert, I didn't. My highest was round 167, and then I just stopped. Took a complete break. But again, enough about me. This is about Krups. My thanks to him for one, putting me on, and also being a wonderful person to the zombies community. He has impacted a lot of people, especially people that never played World at War, to play World at War. He's done so much for the community, and especially for the documentaries that he has put out showcasing everything so everyone can be up to date. And he will tell you about introverts, about child variables, frame rates, everything, movement. He has told you about it in his videos. Sorry if the video is a little crappy. This is my first time using a mic, and I'm not even using a mic. I'm using like my computer mic, not an actual mic. So if it sounds crappy, my apologies. But this video was just to give thanks to the one, the only, Krupps. Feel free to subscribe. It's completely free, and you can change your mind at any time. With all that being said, thank you, Krupps. Thank you to the Zombies community, and I'll see you next time. Take care.
Here's a compilation of things I like in Call of Duty Zombies Part 1, 2, and 3, just in case you haven't seen the previous videos that are already on my channel. I had something else to say, but I forgot. So all I'm going to say is thank y'all for the love and support. Thank you for tuning in to all these wacky and crappy videos. I really do appreciate it. You don't have to subscribe. Your attention is all I need. With all that being said, y'all take care.
Before this video starts, no, this is not a Call of Duty channel, but I like COD so much that I've been posting and talking about it throughout the weeks. But I do play other games, and I would love to talk about those games as well. But not right now. I'll do that when I get an actual mic. So this will do for now. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy. Wait, before I let you go, I have to tell you that each game will be divided in different videos. So basically, they will have their own parts. They're not going to be all in one. Okay? Okay. I've been playing Call of Duty for years now. So I want to talk about everything I like from these games. Because these are the only games that I've played so far. We'll go in order from bottom to top. So we'll start at World at War and end with VO6. And I'm only going to be talking about the Zombies game from all of these columns. Without further ado, let's begin. We can't talk about World at War Zombies without talking about the map that started it all, Nectar and Totem, or Night of the Undead. I love the ambience and the atmosphere of the map, even though it has no perks, but it has tons of content built in the map. It really tests your zombie skills when being trapped in close quarters. That's pretty much it on this map. So on to... I love everything about this map, hands down, from the fact that it introduced perks, to the atmosphere, to the environment, even to the eerie sounds in the distance. Even the sprinter zombies as well. Okay, I take it back, not the sprinter zombies. But Varuk is such an easy map to get a hold on, and it's most definitely a map that will always have you on the edge of your seat. Shinonuma is one of my favorite maps of all time. Might I even say it's one of the greatest maps in Zombies history. But that's just my opinion. I love the way the perks have this rotation animation before giving you a perk, not knowing on what perk you're about to get. I love that there's so many training spots and it's very easy to get high rounds. Anybody can pick it up and get to a big round. And also, like the rest of the maps that I've been saying, I love the atmosphere and the environment. So I'm not going to be saying it as much as we go on in the later games. Wow. Sorry for that stutter. But on to the next map. Only thing I like about the Reese is that it has Pack-a-Punch, Monkey Bombs, Wonder Waff, easy Easter egg. That's it. Sorry for ending that clip so abruptly. I just don't have anything to say for the Reese. But thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe. It's completely free and you can change your mind at any time. With all that being said, thank you for the love, thank you for the support, and I'll see you next time. In the last video, I talked about Call of Duty World at War Zombies and everything that I liked about it. Now we have to talk about Black Ops 1. I will not be talking about Moon, Shangri-La, or Call of the Dead because I never played those maps and I wasn't able to afford those maps at the time, and I still can't right now. But once I do, I'll make sure to talk about it in another section of a video. I don't really know. But if you like the content, feel free to subscribe or don't. Either or is completely fine with me as long as I have your attention, then that's all I need. But with all that being said, enjoy. What I like about Kino is on how you get a chilling feeling down your spine the moment you load into the map, and also that iconic loading screen intro.
Entry 741021! Perhaps this station will hold the key to the real goals of Group 935. I still do not trust my unconventional allies, but they are of great use to me. But I digress. Who would have thought the MDT was capable of time travel? How many stations does this group have? Where did that little girl disappear to? Only time will tell what new questions await us in this theater of the damned.
Just hearing that already gave me goosebumps. I also love that the map is pretty small and very easy to get the hang of. I still remember how people used to act once they get the Thunder Gun out the box for the first time. But overall, in my opinion, the reason why I really like this map is because it's the first map that came out once the game also came out. Even though this was supposed to be a DLC for World at War, I'm happy that it came here. It's very iconic and it holds a special place in my heart. First thing that comes on the top of my head when I think of 5 is the wonderful starting cutscene. Those beginning words will always be graved into my mind.
For time and the world do not stand still. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. I said are certain to miss the future.
Oh no, I missed that.
Even though the map is extremely hard, it's still extremely fun. And having the Pentagon Thief brings another level of fear and excitement while playing. The Wonder Weapon is dookie. Don't get me wrong, it's completely bad. But it's still a unique weapon that we are able to use while playing the game. That's really all I have to say for this map. So, on to the next. Ascension is the easiest map on Black Ops so far. I love that the map has so much to offer, from the Easter egg to the training spots and to the freaking PhD flopper. Oh my gosh, this perk is so good. I am going to nut. Anywho, let's get back on topic. Ascension is just a feel good map with great new weapons and melees. But that's really all I have to say for this map. Call of Duty Zombies is just a great game mode. Great game mode. And the fact that anyone can pick up a controller or a PC and have so much fun with it, no matter what the age, is truly amazing. Well, this is the end of the video. If you made it this far, then I truly love you. This time, you don't even have to subscribe. I know I said it in the beginning of the video, but now, just because you made it this far, you don't have to subscribe. Your attention is all I need right now. Sorry I wasn't able to talk about the other 3 maps. I never played them, nor have I ever bought them, because I can't afford them. I'm broke, okay? I'm broke. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, take care.
I can't even believe that I'm making a video on this. Like, I should have just made a YouTube short about this. What is wrong with me? I'm literally talking about 3 maps because I've only played these 3 maps as a free-to-play, which is Transit, Green Run, and freaking, what's the last one? Farm. You've seen the title of the video. This is the things that I like in Black Ops 2. Zombies Edition. I don't know if I'll ever do like campaign stuff. If y'all want to see that, then just let me know. But I don't know why I'm making this video. It's going to be very short, I promise you. But without further ado, you enjoy. Now, this may sound crazy, but I actually enjoy Transit a little bit. Like, the way it looks is very enjoyable to me. Don't get me wrong, the fog really ruins everything of the map. But if you bypass that part, Transit is actually pretty good in looks and in playstyle. It tests your skills as a zombie player with a big map and many struggles and steps, like the struggle on getting Pack-a-Punch or the many steps to the Easter eggs, depending on which side you choose. If I had to describe, not even describe, wrong word. If I had to rate this map, I'll most definitely give it like a good 7 out of 10. Easy. I'm telling you, this video is going to be very short, so I'm going to be yapping as much as I can throughout this entire thing. But let's move on to the next map. Alright, now I know I called this map Green Run by accident. I was still thinking of Transit. I don't know why. This is Town, by the way. And then the next map is Farm. Okay, I got it now. But what I like about this map is just that it just looks nice. Like, you're in a town, you know, there's good training spots. The fact that the DSR can be double papped, mind you, double pap. When you think of double pap, you think of Black Ops 3, but no, it was in Black Ops 2 as well. I think it was only with the DSR, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. But that's really it for this map. So, time to talk about Farm. Like, dude, I don't even have much to say about this map. You're in a little farm with 4 classic perks: Quick Revive, Jug, Speed Cola, Double Tap. You have the Ray Gun Mark II, you have the Ray Gun, you have the Gavel Knuckles. Like, and that's really it. You're in a tight space. It's just testing your movements, basically. How long can you survive in a small area? That's why it's called a survival map. Like, there's not much you could really talk about. It sucks that I wasn't able to play any of the other maps like Mob of the Dead and Origins, etc. But, you know, I'm fine with the maps that I was able to play. It's so cool that I was able to play Black Ops 2 in the first place. But overall, that's literally it. Thank you guys so much for watching, I guess. I'm sorry I wasn't able to find like more interesting topics about these 3 maps, but there's just not much to it. And if you really like this series, drop a like. You don't even have to subscribe. Your attention is all I need. I said that in the last video. Wait, I think I said it in the last video. Your attention is all I need. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. But with all that being said, y'all take care.
When I was done finishing up the last video, I started thinking about other games I could talk about. And then I stumbled upon the Sega's Genesis Classic on the Xbox One. I think it's on PlayStation, but I don't know. Before I get into talking about the games, just take a look at the wonderful roster of Sega games. So I'm going to be playing the first levels of games that I grew up with and rating them on how fun they are to me. So with all that being said, let's get into the first game. Flicky is such a basic game. All you do is run around, collect ducks, and move on to the next level. There are 48 levels, and then it restarts to the beginning. But it gets harder every time you beat the game. So I'm going to be playing the first 10 levels because they're very easy to go through. Wow, it feels like I never left. The game is still basic and pretty fun after all. these past years, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Now, on to the next game. Grand Ground doesn't really have a story, and I don't have much memories of the game. There's 4 rounds with 10 stages, so basically 40 stages all in one. I'm gonna play the first 5 levels and rate it off that. All I know is that I used to run around like a weirdo, so even to this day, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. The game felt harder way back then. Maybe because I was just playing the first 5 levels. But either or, I'll also give this an 8 out of 10. Time for the next game. This game is about a kid named Alex Kidd that travels to a planet called Paper Rock to find his missing father, King Thor, who was kidnapped by Asa. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but he was seeking revenge, and that's about it. There's 11 stages, but I'll only be playing the first level. I didn't do much, but the game still feels amazing to play after all these years. So I'm giving it a good 9 out of 10. And that might just be the nostalgia talking to me, but I don't care. Let's move on to the next game. The basis of this game, you go around, collect bags, basically robbing, shooting cops, you leave, smooth and simple. The only memories I have with this is I used to play this with my brother, and we would never complete the first level. We would just go around, shoot the cops over and over and over until we die. Let's see if this game still holds up. and as expected, it still does. It's a great game if you actually play it through instead of just playing the first level like I did, but I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Now, it's time for a classic. Do I even have to say much about this game? It's already great. Run around, collect rings, defeat a fat guy, and collect gems. That's only if you really want to. The soundtrack is amazing, and all I'm about to do is speed through the first level and give a quick rating. I'm easily giving this a 10 out of 10 because it's iconic and very nostalgic to me. And it's also cool that it's a very slightly easy game. But let's move on to the final game of my Sega childhood.
Test 1, 2.
In this game, you're a writer that got struck by lightning and transported into your drawing, with a goal of trying to escape the panels that you made. Just like the other game, I'm going to play through the first level, then give my rating. With all that being said, let's get into it. mechanics still feel great personally, and I love the concept of the game. The way the game flows is also amazing. This is easily an 8 out of 10 game. If you want me to rate the other Sega games that you've seen here today, make sure to comment which one you want to see. But thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.
This video is inspired by the YouTuber Derpy. He's a great Call of Duty Zombies YouTuber, and he's been on a roll of talking about the community for various Call of Duty titles. So I'll be covering just a little bit of Shadows of Evil and the community behind it, also the thing that I like about it. If you want an explained and more detailed version, it would be best if you go to Derpy's channel instead. He's really great on what he does, and I love his videos so much. His link will be down in the description. But with all that being said, y'all enjoy. Doesn't that just bring back memories? Shadows of Evil is most definitely, in my opinion, one of my favorite maps. Just from the way it looks, the entire layout, from the Margwa. Even though the Margwa is sometimes a pain, once you get down like on how to defeat them, it will be easy. I feel like when it comes to Black Ops 3, the first thing that you can really think of is Shadows of Evil. Unless you're thinking of like multiplayer or something, not the campaign. Because who plays the campaign? But anywho, I wanted to look at what the community was thinking about 10 years ago when Shadows of Evil came out. With all that being said, let's get into it. The first thing I seen when I came to the Reddit was this poll on how would people rank Shadows of Evil. And I can actually respect this. 636 for S, 419 for A, 258 for B, 76 for C, D 32, F 28. Now, when you go down, there's not much reasoning, just on how people feel about the map in general. Now, this one came from the YouTube trailer of Shadows of Evil that was made 10 years ago from ZZ Fishstick, stating the same thing that a lot of zombies creators and people in the community have been wanting for a long time, stating that they should seriously just make a Call of Duty Zombies its own separate game with tons of maps and characters rather than making us wait 2 years or pay a DLC. And I totally agree with this. This would have been amazing if Call of Duty Zombies was just its own thing instead of it being mixed with other things. Who knows? It might even do better than an actual Call of Duty game if Zombies was just its own thing. But we'll never know because Treyarch would never do it. Or whoever is behind Call of Duty nowadays. The hands always change and you never know what you're working with until you buy the game. But anywho, this comment is from the same video, and the only reason why I put it in here because I don't know if he's being sarcastic or if he's being serious. He states, I love how the game is futuristic, but Zombies is old. I really like that. Actually, it is a clever way to get best of both worlds with a lot of dots. Well, not a lot, just 2 dots for both parts. So I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not, or if this is actually how he feels about the game. And for the last comment of the video, it comes from Video Sage, just stating, can I just get this and not the rest of COD? Which sums up everything that I've just been thinking of. Having Call of Duty as its own, no, not Call of Duty, but having Call of Duty Zombies as its own thing would be very nice, and I wish somebody would do that. Not a fan doing it, I wish someone up there could do it, because if a fan did it, then it would get shut down by whoever, just because they don't like us having fun. But that's all to this video. Like I said, I wanted it to be short, and I didn't want to go into so much detail about certain things because I would rather have Derpy do that because he does it way better than I ever could. I'll make sure I leave his link down in the description, and also the gameplay link down in the description as well of the Shadows of Evil Easter egg that I used in the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. You feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. You really don't have to. Your attention is all I need. And with all that being said, y'all take care. This is how I got round 50 plus on Black Ops 3 Zombies. On round 1, I died without even noticing. The same thing happened in the alleyway on round 7. Alright, forget those 2 other games. This is the actual game. So for the first 4 rounds, I stayed in the starting room, so I'm just going to skip over that. Once the 4th round is done, I head over and make it to the alleyway, where I will get my VMP, and then I'll just chill here until I get enough points. This video will be pretty short because most of the gameplay is just me in this alleyway until about round 10, where I'll get my perks and any weapon of my choice, and then going back into the alleyway to continue the cycle. Once round 10 starts, I immediately go in to go turn on the power. Once the power is on, I lick the first set of the teleporter, but not the second set. I go down here to get Jug, Speed Cola, and then I go hit the Wonder Fizz, where I constantly keep getting anything but stamina. On round 12, I finally got stamina up, and you can see how excited I was after that. Now that I'm set up, I go right back to the alley, and this is where I'll spend the rest of my game in. If you ever want to do the same strategy that I am doing right here, which is a very basic and classic strategy, I always recommend that you go into the back of here where I am right now, and then just circle around, and when you think you're being overwhelmed, just shoot your thunder gun. Because in Black Ops 3, 1, a bunch of power-ups drop more than usual, as you will see in the footage, but it's also just very easy to not die with the thunder gun, unless you get like a blank shot, but I haven't seen that yet, so I don't know if that's real. Round 20, I went to go pack a bunch of my guns since I already had over 1,700 points. Now at this point, I'm completely confused because, as you can see, there is this red dot, not red dot, but my crosshairs turn red when I'm looking in this direction. And I'm completely freaked out right now because I thought there was something there that I need to be shooting, but then it popped up again near the portal. My thunder wall went off, but there's no one there. So in this moment, I was actually debating whether I should restart, because maybe people think I'm cheating and I'm just hitting like some type of spawn that's just instantly killing the zombies. But I just said, whatever, I'm gonna just keep playing. But I was still very freaked out about the situation. Now with my packed guns, I am doing the exact same strategy that I've been doing ever since round 4. No, actually round 5. Just circling around, shooting them with my thunder wall. Even though I don't want thunder wall, it's better if you have dead wire. It kills more zombies. But I'm literally doing the exact same thing, running around, and if I got overwhelmed, I would shoot my thunder gun. And anytime I have insta kills, I would use my VMP, because it will kill the zombies way faster, since in this area, the spawns are way faster. I didn't die until round 42 because I got a death machine and I got trapped in the corner. Which is fine because I still got all my perks in the exact same order of Quick Revive, Juggernaut, Speed Cola, and again, Stamina. After blasting my last horde, I finally got round 50. You can see on how very excited I am because this is my second ever round 50 on Kino the Toten on Black Ops 3. I hit round 50 many times on the Black Ops 1 version, but I don't know, Black Ops 3 just feels way better to hit. After feeling super confident in myself, I died the same way I died on round 42. Grabbed a death machine and then got cornered. So when I got up, I just thought it was time to switch my spot and go to the other training spot that helps to get round 100. Long story short, I got double swiped without even knowing, and my game ended. And this is where we wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe. You literally don't have to, but if you do, it's completely free. You can change your mind at any time. But your attention is way more important than a subscriber. Okay? Okay. If you want to see the unedited version, it is also on Twitch at The Gaming Mari, where I stream almost daily unless I'm not in school. But with all that being said, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And with all that being said, y'all take care. I found this game randomly in the store and it was free. It's like an idle game kinda, but not in a way. It's called Cup Heroes, and I wanted to give it a shot to see what it was about. First thing I found so funny was the voice acting.
Hi, darling.
Oh, finally. I've missed you so much. No!
You will pay the price, skeleton. I'm coming.
doesn't get better than this. Every time you complete a wave, you get this like mobile mini game of dropping these balls into these multipliers that go into a cup that you use to get upgrades. Since this is my first time playing, I go with attack because I only have a bow, so why not just go with attack? In this version of the minigame, I got very lucky by getting a multiply of 5, 2, and 2. That ended up giving me 83 balls at the end of it that I use for my attack. My next upgrade, I wanted to get some armor, whatever this thing was, and some lifesteal to get ready to fight the boss. With 56 HP, I do minimal damage to him, but I was able to still get the job done.
Thank you, my hero.
Not so fast. Oh no.
And there is chapter 1 completed. I go to the upgrade section to upgrade my attack to head right back into battle. I continue to defeat whoever's in my way and get rewarded with this quick minigame. The upgrades that I used for the boss was max health, armor, have a 40% chance to attack twice, some more armor. After a kill, I get to attack one more time, some attack boost for my bow, some more attack boost for my bow, to have double damage when I'm less than 50%, increase my random multiplier, I don't know what this did, to have some crit damage, have a crit chance by 20%, some more attack on my bow, I needed some health back because I was low, and for the final upgrade, more attack on my bow. Even with all those upgrades, I still managed to fail. My next time going about this was way smoother than the first. And that's another chapter completed. It's crazy, after all these chapters, I still haven't heard a single thing from the princess. Maybe they just ate her, and I'm just never gonna hear from her again. Who knows? I actually have no commentary for this, I just want you to watch this. Wow. All of that in one go, and it happened again. And again. I'm gonna show you another time just for the fun of it. That was just amazing. After all that fun I'm having, I fought the boss. Finished my final chapter of this gameplay. For the rest of the time, I was just seeing on how much levels or chapters, whatever you want to call it, just on how much they are after that. Oh boy, it is a lot. Ending on elite difficulty. And that's it. This game is pretty fun. And for the fact that it's free, it's pretty good for a free game, not gonna lie. If y'all want to see me complete the entire game, then just let me know. Again, I just made this video because I found it free and I just wanted to try it. But thank y'all guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe. And as always, y'all take care. Before the video even starts, I would like to say I'm so sorry for being gone for a month. I'm telling you, school is whooping me right now. And I don't know when I'll actually be back and doing videos from time to time. So that's why I'm giving y'all this short video, just so I can get the ball rolling. Thank y'all so much for the love and support that y'all have been showing on my shorts or previous videos. Y'all really do mean the world to me. And if you like this rank video, just comment on what other ranking videos you want to see. And with all that being said, y'all take care. FNAF, one of the greatest indie games known to man, made by Scott Cawthon. And I was just thinking while I was in class, man, I really love these games. And I really love all the work that he has put in. So why not rank them based on difficulty? So that's what I'm going to do in this video. To be very clear, I would not be covering this, or this. I will only be covering FNAF 1 to Security Breach. Okay? Okay. And I know all you Springtrap lovers are going to hate me for this, but I think FNAF 3 has to be F tier when it comes to difficulty. I feel like that game can be beaten with my eyes closed, and I just think there's not much to really go off of since only one person can actually kill you. The phantoms do nothing but blind you, and the only person that really has something towards them is the marionette. Twisted, I really love the game. The game is phenomenal. I love the lore behind it. I love the mini games that they have. I like the story that it tells, but when it comes to difficulty, I just don't think this game has it in them. Again, it's a great game. It is. It most definitely is, but I just don't think for difficulty, it can be any higher than an F. For this tier, I actually did not know where to put it because Ultimate Custom Night, you can literally choose your difficulty if you want it to be hard or not. The footage that you're seeing right now, this is 50/20 mode, and you can just see on how there's so much stuff on the screen. So I will just give it an NA right now. But if we're going off based off, 50/20 mode, then yeah, this will definitely be S tier. No, maybe not S tier. Yeah, it'll be S tier. That's pretty much it. So on to the next one. I know we jumped a tier, but I don't see any FNAF game being a D tier, so we're just going with C. And I think FNAF 4 should be up here. Mind you, everything I say is just my personal opinion. This is just how I feel, and if you have any disagreements or your own ranking, please put them in the comments. I will look at them. But I feel like for difficulty, FNAF 4, it definitely has its difficulty, but it's also something that you can pretty much master sometimes, depending on glitches and RNG. Sometimes it really depends, but I think it stands perfectly where it is in C tier. I would also say that this part of FNAF 6 would also be C tier, because you're only this part. I don't really want to cover the other part, but this part specifically, I'll say it's C tier because you're not doing much but looking down and checking off things that you need to check off, and then you just don't die. It's not really a difficulty thing, so this could have been F tier, but I actually like FNAF 6 more than I like FNAF 3. That's why it's up here. Again, I'm very sorry if y'all don't like the rankings. Please make your own rankings and I'll definitely watch y'all video. I got y'all, but like for now, this is just how I see it. Hi, Editing Mari here. I actually lost footage for Security Breach, but I put it at C tier. I don't know where that footage went, but I put it at C tier because overall, I think that has difficulty, but most of the time it kind of doesn't. You can just breeze through it, depending if you're just trying to explore and then you get caught, blah, 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 blah. But that's just if you're trying to explore, okay? I think I said more, but again, I don't remember. The footage is gone. Just know it is at C tier, and sister location is at B tier. I actually don't have a clear reason why it is at B tier, but I feel like you're doing way more than you're doing in Security Breach. And I might be wrong, because mind you, I've never played Security Breach a day in my life. So I'm basically kind of going off versus what I played versus what I saw. And I feel like you're doing way more in sister location than you could possibly ever be doing in Security Breach. But again, I could be wrong. But right now, it is at a B tier. Now, this may be crazy, but I feel like FNAF 1 deserves to be at an A tier. Possibly because since the game started the entire thing of FNAF, the whole fan base, the whole lore, the whole everything, it put a lot of indie games on where they are today. And that's possibly another reason why it's at A tier, but just look at the footage that you're watching right now. I think it deserves A. If you don't think that, you could fight me. Yes, you up behind the screen. Just kidding. Don't fight me. I'm gonna lose. But I feel like it deserves an A. And we all know the number one spot has to be FNAF freaking 2. It has to be S tier. 1, because it's my favorite game. 2, it's my favorite game. And 3, it's my favorite game. And I just think there's so much difficulty and so much try hardness, I don't think that's a word, into this game. Like, you have to do a lot and really aware of your surroundings. It sucks that as the nights go on, you're stuck on literally just one camera, and I actually hate that for FNAF 2. But oh my gosh, there's just so much. Even though you're sitting in an office all night, it's just so much happening at once. And I feel like it deserves to be S tier, okay? I think it deserves to be S tier. But again, this is based off my opinion. This is based off my experience and all that. So I might be completely wrong overall. And if I am, just correct me in the comments. I'll make sure I look at that as well. But again, I really think FNAF 2 deserves to be at S tier. But that's it. That's the entire ranking video. I wanted to make something quick, fun, and easy because I've been gone for a month and I feel like y'all deserve videos instead of shorts. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into this wacky ranking video. If you want me to rank other games or other topics, whatever, I most definitely would. Just let me know. Thank you all guys for the love and the support that y'all been showing on my videos. I really do love each and every one of y'all. And with all that being said, y'all take care. Hello everybody and welcome to a lovely relaxing game called Unpacking. This is honestly one of the calmest and most satisfying games I've ever touched. If you've never seen it before, the entire game is basically about unpacking boxes after moving into homes throughout someone's life, I guess. That sounds simple, and it is, but somehow it becomes way more emotional than you could ever think of. Like, there's no dialogue, no giant action scenes, no huge plot twist thrown directly at you. You just unpack items and slowly learn about the character through the objectives they just give you. This game is extremely fun. I got it off Game Pass, so I only have this for like a month, and this is just part 1 that you will be seeing. So today we're going to relax, organize some rooms, and probably overthink a lot of things. Okay? If you enjoy cozy games like this, chill commentary like this, or just satisfying organization, then you will love this video and you most likely will love this channel. So feel free to subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but with all that being said, let's get unpacking. So it's 1997, and off first look, like first glance, this style is adorable. Everything has a soft pixel art and it looks so nostalgic. I don't know why nostalgic came to mind, but it just sounds like it belongs there, you know? Putting everything in these spots, just in this kid's room, creating your own story or discovering a story is just, oh my gosh. As I'm unpacking these items, I'm also thinking of like, what if a kid actually lives here? You know, because I can see someone being here. There's so many supplies and it like tells an actual story. The toys, the book bag, the stuffed animals, like I can see a actual kid living here. Like, oh my gosh, just look at everything. This is when I come to realize that things are interactive. Literally, everything is interactive. So I just start placing the books and the games in these drawers instead of like in the open, because I thought you had to put everything in the open. I thought everything has to be seen, but I guess not. With a few last finishing touches, I have finished the room. I collect my star on the bottom right, and it takes a picture of the room. It's not a good picture, but it's whatever. Every single room that we do, it goes into this little gallery book, so we can always remember them. Finally, my own room. 2004. I moved into a whole new room. This is very spacious. And I'm doing the same thing as I did in the last room, just organizing, trying to find out on what goes where. And listening to this music, it's just so good. Like, just listen. Like, oh my gosh, like this is just so amazing. I love this game, and I've only been playing it for at least 50 minutes at best. I just love this game so much. The more rooms that you go into, the more spacious that it gets and the more layers that it has. So this level would have a kitchen, a bathroom, and a bedroom that you have to organize and get everything situated to tell a story. And I feel like we are a college girl per se because of the bras that are up top. I think, I don't know if I'm assuming this right, but I think I'm a college girl. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just living alone in some type of apartment. I really don't know. I started to lay things out on the floor because I feel like that would have been a little bit better for me to start organizing it at the end of the day. At the end of the day, what am I talking about? What I mean by that is like just to organize it easier since it's all out instead of trying to organize it the moment it's out of the box. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. After a little bit of organizing, putting everything where it needs to go, putting this ruler on the ledge, I feel like I am done. Close that. And I'm going to start working on the kitchen. There are some hidden achievements, but I'll do that later, and I will show y'all specifically on what achievements y'all need to do to get the achievement, or like what secrets that you need to solve to get those achievements. Like there's one that you have to put the cookie jar on, like on top of the shelves. There's also one that you need to solve the Rubik's Cube, but I'll show y'all all that later. I'm gonna put this part on 3x speed just so y'all see like on how long this actually took me, because I recorded this and it was like a 50-minute to an hour recording session because I was trying to organize everything, and then like the OCD was kicking in, and it's like this game really makes you overthink, but it's so relaxing. It reminds me of PewDiePie Tuber Simulator, but like you actually have to put things where it needs to be, or like in its comfortable position. If it's not in its comfortable position, then it wouldn't, it wouldn't continue. You wouldn't be able to go to the next place, or shall I say the next room. everything literally has to go in its correct spot. And I think when other people play this game, that is what makes them like go insane a little bit. You have to maneuver everything, you have to put everything in its right spot, and sometimes even if it's in the right spot, it doesn't look right. So you proceed to remove things and then move it back to other places so it can look good to your liking, but then it might look good to your liking, but it won't look good to the game's liking. It's so much complicated than you think, but it's such a simple game of just organizing, unpacking, as the game is titled, and just telling a story based off what you create, based off what you do. But there's just so many like unspoken rules behind it. If you haven't figured it out yet, due to like you being distracted because of my yapping, you can't continue until everything is in like the right spot. On how you see that the items that you see are like all glowing red, that means it's not supposed to be in there. Like it needs to be somewhere that it's comfortable per se. I don't know if that's the right word, but those are the words that I'm going with. Like nothing will go in the right spot, or like you can't continue until things are in its comfortable spot. It's a very simple game, but it's a game that can really make you overthink, as I am going to be throughout this like rest of this recording. We'll put this back on 5 times speed because oh my gosh, if I put this on normal speed, this video will possibly be like 20-30 minutes long. Like look at this, I'm just goofing off, just messing around because I don't know where things are supposed to go. I'm removing things, I am placing them in different areas, and it's like I don't know what items are or what they look like. I'm literally placing items everywhere, as you can see. These things, I don't know what these are. Are these like socks? These must be socks, but they're just blinking and blinking and blinking. All of these items are blinking and I don't know where to put them. I'm trying to organize it as best as I could so it looks great to my liking, to my appeal. And it's like, oh my gosh. And just anywhere I put these items, it just kept blinking, and I never understood on why it kept blinking. You can see right here, I'm moving the shoes, I'm putting them somewhere else. It's not blinking. Now it's blinking. Like the shoes don't blink where I'm putting them somewhere else, but these socks or whatever are just blinking, and I'm just looking around and seeing like, where can I put this? Where can I put that? Like, what is this? What is that? I'm putting them literally anywhere. I'm trying to put them under the pillow, but now I'm putting other things under the pillow. I'm trying to see on where these things will go. Does it go on the ledge? Do I move something? Do I have to move something? Do I move the cat? Or whatever that thing is? Do I move the PC? Like, what do I move that will be satisfied for this like thing? This must be socks. These have to be socks. I don't even know what these are. I thought I could stack them, but I guess I couldn't. Like, I'm getting so like sidetracked. I just had to pause for a little bit. I have no clue on what I'm doing, but I'm trying to move things as much as I can to my liking so everything can go in its right spot. And after a little bit of realization, I found it. They go into the drawer. The drawer, out of all places, it goes into the drawer. So I continue to put everything in the drawer one by one, with a sign of relief that like, oh my gosh, this room is finally done. Because while I was streaming this, it took 40 minutes to do. Yes, you heard me. 40 minutes, 40 plus minutes to finish this room. All because I didn't know where to put some socks. I don't even know if these are socks. These look like socks. I think they are socks. But 40 plus minutes to put socks in the right spot. I put the shoes back. I put the pants up here. And I finish the room. Finally. You can't see the achievement, but I got an achievement called Get Smart. And oh boy, I did not feel smart. It is now 2007, and I am in another room. Okay, I'm looking at everything, seeing on what I can take off or what I can move, but I'm just frozen because I have no clue what I'm looking at. Also, y'all remember what I said earlier about the more rooms you go, the bigger the space and like the more layers to it? I wasn't lying. This place got some space and a lot of unpacking to do. But you know, it's okay. It is okay. Just look at everything though. Look at everything that we are going to have to unpack. But we are not doing that in this episode. I'll leave that for part 2 because I know it is going to take a long time. It's going to be a big recording and it's going to be a lot of editing. But that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into this lovely, soft, peaceful, and crazy game. I really enjoyed every single second of it, no matter how crazy I was going due to pairs of socks. I really do love this game. It's very peaceful, especially if you're playing it at night or if you're playing it while friends are watching, anything like that. This game is really good and I feel like y'all should get it as well. Check it out if you want to. But again, thank y'all guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you like content like this. You don't have to, but if you want to, it's totally free and you can change your mind at any time. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love each and every one of y'all. And with all that being said, y'all take care.